What's going on YouTube? It's Jackson here with Dawson Brothers Landscaping, and today we're going to be doing some maintenance on our lawnmowers. Alright, so we're going to be doing oil changes on two of the lawnmowers that we got. They're both 2019 Toro Grandstands with a 52-inch deck. They both have Kawasaki FX 691V. So we'll be doing an oil change on those. We'll be replacing the oil filter, and we'll be changing the air filter, and then we will also be changing the fuel filter back there. Alright, so we're going to start by replacing this air filter here, and to do that we're going to just unclip these two pieces right here, and it'll slide right off. And we got our old air filter in there. We'll just kind of pull lightly on that and it'll come right out. See, it's kind of, if you can see that, it's kind of dirty in there. So we'll replace that and we'll put a new one in there. I'm not sure if you can see that at all, but it's kind of dirty. And then we have our inner air filter, which we'll just kind of twist around, pull that out. You know, it's not too bad, but we have a new one, so we're going to replace it. So the new ones I have, here's the new inner air filter. So we'll just slide that right in there. Let's see, right in there. And then we'll take our new outer air filter and we'll slide that right on top of that. We'll just push that in there. And that's good. And then we'll put our cover back on top. It's right there. We'll just clip it back into place, and that should be good to go. So we've replaced the air filter. Now we will deal with the oil. I've let it run already for a few minutes. Now we're gonna drain the oil out right here, and then after that's all drained out, we will come back and replace this fuel filter here and add more oil. Alright, so to start, we're going to put this right on there. We're going to slide it all the way up and see if we can get it in there. I'm going to slide this under this piece right here. And then we'll just take the socket wrench, put it on there, and we will loosen it up. Go in the wrong direction. Loosen it up. And we'll just pull this out, and the oil will start to drain. Nasty. Okay guys, so the oil has already all drained out. It's just dripping a little bit there. But now it's time to go and change this fuel filter. So I don't have the fuel filter wrench or anything, so I'm just going to use a pair of channel locks, and we'll just turn this and see if we can get it off here. There we go. There we go. Now we're just going to turn this off. It's going to drip quite a bit, so you're going to want to do this fast. As you see, I put a paper towel under there. Now just put that right there. It's just going to continue to drip, so you're going to want to grab some paper towels, clean it all up so you don't make a mess everywhere. But alrighty. Set that over here. Now we're just going to kind of clean this up here. Pull this out. As you can see, we didn't make a mess on the lawnmower or anything. It's all on the paper towels. So we're just going to get this cleaned up right here. Do one more. Just going to wipe this all up. And we'll set that over to the side. One thing you're gonna want to make sure you get this this rubber piece right here. Let me see. You're gonna want to make sure you get this rubber piece off right here, so you don't want that to stay here, because otherwise you'll start leaking when you go to start the engine. So you don't want that to happen. So make sure that rubber piece comes off, and then we'll now actually come and put this cap back on the. We'll come put this back on the oil drain plug. We'll just hand tighten it for now. We'll tighten it up later after we install the new one. Okay, so now we're gonna take. Here's the new the oil filter we have. Sorry, and we're gonna use a little bit of this old oil down here, and I'm just gonna dip my finger in it, and we're gonna rub it around here because we want to get this basically greased up with the oil, the old oil, so that it creates this seal there with the up here. So we'll get this all greased up right here. All right. Now we're gonna just turn it on there. We're just gonna get it really tight with our hands. We're not gonna use any wrench on it, but we'll just tighten it with our hands. And then I'm gonna wipe my hands off here, and wipe this off so I can get a little bit tighter. Alright, and we'll just wipe up some of the excess oil that's on the sides here. Any that dripped. And well, that's it. So we replaced the oil filter, and now it's just time to fill it back up with some oil. So the oil we're using is going to be some it's going to be the Kawasaki SAE 20W50. This is what was recommended to me when I purchased the mower. So we're going to put roughly 2 quarts in it. It holds about 2 liters, so we'll just check it and add a little more if needed. But so we're going to put 2 of these in it. Alright guys, so I got the funnel up there, but before I do that, I'm going to have to tighten the cap back up down there. So I will get my wrench, if I can find it. Have my wrench here. I'm going to put this right back here. Get back on it. Stick that into there. We're going to put our socket on it. We're just going to tighten it up. It's pretty tight. So now that we got that tight, we can go ahead and fill her up with oil. Alright, so pour some of it in. Nice clean oil. And I'll bring you all back when I'm done. Alright guys, so we just finished filling up the oil. We ran it for a quick minute or two, and so now it's time for us to check the oil. I'm just going to leave it. You're not going to turn it. And pull it right out. So it looks like it's about halfway. I don't know if you can see that. It's about half full. Or not half full, but you know, halfway to good. So I don't, it's not quite full, but I might fill it up with some a little bit later, see if I have some more. But I'm gonna get this so that's pretty much it. And I will bring y'all back when I do the fuel filter. Alright guys, so I'm going to change the fuel filter right here now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the fuel off, and I'm going to turn the mower on, run it out of fuel. Alright, so now that we're out of fuel, I can go ahead and undo this. So I'm going to want to pull, if you can see them, I want to pull these things out. So I'm just going to take my needle nose pliers and pull them away from there. I got one on both sides, one on each side. I'm going to pull this one away from here. I'm going to pull this one a little bit farther up. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Now you're just going to unplug this. You still have the fuel shut off, so the fuel's not going to go everywhere. There we go. Now we're going to want to pull this one out. You guys just got to pull it pretty tightly. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. All right, so I pulled that out. So not too much stuff going anywhere. There's a little bit of spillage, but not a lot. So we'll just set this on a paper towel. I'll just set it on a paper towel off to the side, and then we'll get our new filter. And you're going to look for the arrow on it. So right here, if you can see that, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a small arrow right there, and it's going to point which way we want it. So we're going to point it. The arrow is pointing towards the engine. So you're going to push it in there as far as you can. There we go. Now you're going to take the clamp that you just moved off to the side, put that back into place. And you're going to take this one and you're going to slide it back on. And you're going to pull this all the way back. You're going to clamp it there, and then you're going to turn your fuel. You're going to check the connections, make sure there's no leaks, and then you're going to turn the fuel back on. Fuel will run in there. You just tuck this back there like it was. Now we can check it by turning it on. You might have to turn the mower on a few times. Alright, and there you go. That's how you change the fuel filter on your Toro Grandstand. Alright guys, and that's how you do the service on your Toro Grandstand 52-inch with the Kawasaki FX 691V. We did the fuel filter change, the air filter change, and then we changed the oil filter and did an oil change on it. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.